Okay, that's the old look. Oh! Oh, hell yeah. That looks good. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. What is up, guys? Here it is, your boy CAGYJAN, back at it again with a new video. And in this video, I bring you rare Axie collectibles that you should be buying right now. They're cheap as hell, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give you all the details. I just bought this Christmas Axie, and I can only imagine in the future walking around in LAN gameplay with my glowing Axie, glowing nose, and glowing tail, ladies and gentlemen. I know I have some serious balls to tell you right now that you should be buying Axies, but I am not a paid actor, ladies and gentlemen. I truly believe this. We're in a shaky economy right now, but we will come out of this, ladies and gentlemen. So stick around. Let me teach you some alpha here real quick. So as you guys may have noticed, Axie Infinity introduced a new way to search for rare collectible Axies. We got the Mystics, obviously it was always there. We got the Japanese and we got the Christmas. We also got the Origins right here, the Mio and the Mio 2. But I'm gonna focus on these two right here, the Japanese and the Christmas. The Mystics are the most rare, the most elite, the most premium Axies out there. They're really, really expensive. And of course, if you go right here to the question mark, you can actually read more about the Mystics and why are they so rare. Now in this video, I'm not gonna focus on Mystic Axies. Mystic Axies are the most premium. That's all you gotta know. I do have a video on this. It's an old video. I do own a Mystic Axie as well, but anyways, I'm gonna focus on the ones that you guys can afford. So we got the Japanese body parts and we got the Christmas body parts. So let's go into the Japanese body parts so you guys understand how this came to be. So Japanese body parts were introduced on May 8th 2018 and were retired on April 28th 2021. These body parts were a cosmetic change but had the same stats as the card it represents. You can still buy these Axies in the marketplace and play with them in game. So as you can see, these Axies were able to be bred between 2018 and 2021. So people had a long time to actually breed these Axies, and there's around like 16,000 of these Axies. But for the Christmas parts, they were a limited time event. So Christmas body parts were introduced in December 2018 and 2019. So it was an event. So therefore, the event, because there wasn't a lot of people back then, I mean, not many were bred. So the Japanese parts are very cheap actually right now, and people are sleeping on this. I mean, there's 16,000 of these, but the amount of players, we have 3 million players. Like, not everybody's going to be able to buy one of these Axies in the future. Even right now, this is just not possible, right? So they're super, super rare. And then the amount of Axies we have in the marketplace is 10 million. That's just growing, 10 million plus. So that's just growing. They're just going to become more rare over time. The more people join Axie, the more rare these Axies are going to become. And the fact that they are so cheap right now, it is incredible to me. So if we actually go to Japanese parts right here, we can go one Japanese part and see how many Axies there is. So one Japanese, 12,691, and then you add them up. Boom, 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 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, 6 parts, right? And the total amount is around 16,000. So that is that. And then for the Christmas, if we go 1, then we go 2 parts, 3 part Christmas, 4 parts, there's around 2,900. It's around there. Let's just say 3,000. So the Christmas parts are way more rare, and I bought a bunch of Christmas parts. Now, the Christmas parts that I bought were the ones that glow. Any game that has a rare collectible that glows, it's a buy. It's a buy. So I bought a bunch of Axies that have glowing parts. So there's 2 glowing parts. We got the trunk right here, the fur trunk, and then we got the tiny carrot, which is the nose that also glows. Now I bought Axies that only have the fur trunk and Axies that only have the tiny carrot, and then I bought one that has both, and that one was way more expensive, of course, because it has the combination. Now if you try to get more Christmas parts, obviously it's going to cost you way more. So it actually reflects right here. If we go for sale and we go to one Christmas part, right? If we go to one Christmas part, 2 Christmas parts, it just goes up in price. Now, if we go to the Japanese, which is way more affordable, and people are sleeping on this, there's only 16,000 of these, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you could go to one Japanese part right here, and look at that, $372. Literally, that is so cheap. That is incredibly cheap, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, these Axies are going to be super rare in the future, and now with the revamp, with the new look that Axie is going to have, I can only imagine how beautiful these Axies are going to look. I don't actually like how Axies look right now. I hate them, actually. I don't I wouldn't say I hate them. I just I don't vibe with them. I don't vibe with this artwork, right? But I think the new artwork looks absolutely insane and looks beautiful. Now, I am very, very excited to use my Christmas parts in land gameplay, walk around with my little glowing Axie. And, you know, it's going to be fun because in the future, it's going to be more than 3 million players. It's going to be 10 million players, 50 million players, 100 million players. You're going to be walking around with the Japanese Axie or a Christmas part Axie. I mean, people are going to be like, damn, bro, I want one of those. But guess what? Not everybody can have them, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, guys, make sure you check this out. Don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. Check them out and go to the question mark right here and read about them. Just read about them. It tells you all the details. So if you want to know more about Japanese Axies and you want to know more about Christmas parts, you can read all of this, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe to the #1 NFT gaming channel in the world. I hope you guys enjoy and found some value in this video. Peace.